In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, we'd like to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us tonight. We have a very, very exciting show. We want to introduce to you a brother who's going to guide us through something that we name preserving our culture through marriage and courtship. But before we introduce him, you know how we do. We just go through introducing our brothers, my mentors, my friends. Let me start with my co-host, brother Carl Weed. Bring him on with a great Jock Brothers round of applause.
Yay!
Assalamu alaikum, family. Thank you again for tuning in to the Jock Brothers Let Us Make Man. Beautiful show tonight. We got he's a Jock brother at this point. He's been on this show as much as any of us now. And again, he's carved out a lane for himself when it comes to building relationships within the nation. We got some great announcements to make. Enjoy the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. And next in line, my brother. You know, he's another mentor, a friend, co-host. We always look up to him for all his knowledge and wisdom. Please bring on our brother, our friend, Brother Jackie Muhammad.
No, man. You need to finish. Come on, give me more. Give me more. All right, Jock Nation. Assalamu alaikum. It's good to see you, Jock Nation. We thank you for tuning in to Jock Brothers Presents Let Us Make Man. We have an exciting show for you tonight. Like Brother Kawi said, we have one of our regular contributors. He's no stranger to the show. And we ask you, Jock Nation, to send your questions in. Send your questions and your concerns in. But look, Jock Nation, we need your help. We are still working this initiative to get the final call behind the belly of the beast. We want to get the final call in the prisons and the jails throughout America, for the brothers and the sisters. We ask you to please kindly donate to that cause. Donate to that cause at $JockBros. Cash App $JockBros. We ask you to donate, and in the initiative, we ask that you send us some names. We need some people to get this final call to, brothers and sisters. Your cousin who you haven't spoke to in a while, just get his information. We need the warden information, the chaplain information, whatever information you can get us. We need all the information because we want to get this final call in there. This is a great, great work. You will be blessed. We will be blessed. And whoever you send the final call to will be blessed. We ask you also to go to our YouTube page, Jock Brothers, like and subscribe. And we ask those of you who are watching to share this on every platform that you have. And we thank you once again for tuning in during Ramadan. We thank you for sacrificing and weathering this with us. So back to you, Ahmed.
Thank you, Brother Jackie. Okay, let's get it started. Our guest tonight, who's going to present so much information and knowledge. You know, we have to hit him with the questions. We're going marriage, we're going courtship, and he also has two great events that he's going to introduce to us tonight. He is a director of Youth and Adult Intervention Services and Training Institutions Inc. He is nationally recognized. He's a nationally recognized motivational speaker and trainer of both youth and adults, and is one of the new authors of a highly acclaimed book for husbands, Marriage Leadership: How to Lead Your Wife and Children in These Troubled Times. Our brother is an NOI auditor. He produced hundreds of motivational CDs and books about yourself, your family. Brother Marcus is also a director of the Youth Adult Intervention Services. He has so many accolades in dealing with family and youth and building and preserving our culture in marriage. Please bring on with a strong Jock Brothers round of applause, our brother, your brother, Brother Marcus Muhammad.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you so very much. I like to begin in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I too bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Mubarak to all of you who are listening tonight.
Ramadan Kareem. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, my brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for taking time, brother, and joining us, especially during this month of Ramadan. But we have
Yes.
to get, we strive to get this information and knowledge out to the people. If you could just give us a little bit more information about some of the works that you have going on with your books.
Well, by the grace of Allah, we have produced 15 books now for the public consumption, all around family and marriage building and singles help for our single brothers and sisters. We are determined to help Minister Farrakhan chiefly and the other ministers and other believers around the country, the other pastors, the other preachers around marriage. We can't afford another divorce in the nation of Islam.
Come on.
I don't know if anybody's ever told you that, but I'm here to tell you one divorce is too many divorces.
Right.
And we have to do more to bear witness to the wisdom of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and his teaching and preaching to us in this day and hour that we can keep our marriages going in 2023. I'm always astounded that people want Minister Farrakhan to counsel them as if to say that Minister Farrakhan, he's the only one that I'll listen to. But he's not teaching us a teaching like that that he wants to be the only one that you'll listen to. He has people out here who are helping him, and you should utilize them to help your marriage, and particularly people like myself and my wife who are very interested in the success of your marriage.
That's right.
In 2023. We've been doing this now for 15 years, and we have been great by the grace of Allah. We have had a measure of success, and we want to try our best to help you. If you're struggling tonight, that you can call me after the broadcast is over at 770-256-8856, 770-256-8856. I'm confident that by the grace of Allah, we have something that can help you and help your spouse with marriage. A lot of times we encourage people to get married. The mantra is throughout the nation, get married, get married, get married, get married. Okay, well, we need a mantra also to help you to stay in the process of marriage. And by the grace of Allah, we have a wonderful program to help people who want to be successful with marriage. We just wrote a book, and the book is titled, brothers, is how successful couples are more successful than unsuccessful couples. Successful couples do what unsuccessful couples don't do. And it's a profound book that you should get to help you to stay in the process of marriage. By Allah's grace, we have been in the process of marriage for the last 30 years.
Right.
It has not been easy.
That's right.
It has not been easy. It is a process. And by the grace of Allah, we are still progressing in that process. And we thank Allah for that. So
Yes,
thank you, brother.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's get right into this. You're here tonight to present to us and our viewers the marriage retreat. Now, the marriage retreat, and there's a single event for singles as well. So let's get right into the marriage retreat. But I wanted to also put on the screen that anyone can get these new books that you have at
Yes,
your website, themarriagekeepers.com. And
yes,
they
yes,
can also get the information about this this marriage retreat and the singles event
yes,
on your website as well.
yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir. Thank
this is your 13th annual marriage retreat.
Yes, my
Let's
brother.
talk about the build up to number 13 and what's the
Ooh.
goal in number 13.
Wow. Well, the buildup for number 13 is very simple. We want people to know that you may have an issue in your marriage that you can't navigate through as a person who is in the marriage. Neither can your husband, neither can your wife. So we offer tools to help you to do that. We are not going to front anybody when they come to the marriage retreat. We're not going to ask you for your personal business. We're not going to discuss that with nobody. You can look at our testimonies on the website to hear people who thought that that's how we would roll. But I can tell you with brother, with truth, we don't roll that way. We're not going to front nobody when they come to the marriage retreat. It's you and your wife, you and your husband, and it's y'all talking to each other about your personal business. We respect that, we honor that, and we are going to enhance what you all are talking about and give you some tools to help you along in the conversation. And I love it. I love seeing people come to the marriage retreat. Some of them have problems. Some of them are doing perfect. The more perfect you are, the more perfect you and your wife are doing it. You should come to the marriage retreat to help us, to help people out here who are not doing it as perfectly as you are doing it. We want to help people stay in the process of marriage.
That's
And
right.
that is the main thing that we are after. We are very thankful to Minister Farrakhan for his love and his guidance to us over the years of our marriage. We use Minister Farrakhan's teaching to the nth degree.
Hmm.
His teaching is so profound that we could never thank Allah enough for him, for his wisdom. We have other pastors, other preachers. We don't just utilize what our ministers said, we utilize what any pastor, any person out there who's trying to make a difference in people's lives. Come on and help us to do marriage better. The idea of this whole marriage retreat is to do marriage better than what you are currently doing it. You can do better than what you're doing as a husband. You can do better than what you're doing as a wife. And the beautiful thing about this is it encourages you in your marriage. That's what it is. Most people tell you who've been to our marriage retreat, people who've actually come, they say that this is like Savior's Day for our marriages.
Wow.
That's what they say to us,
Wow.
me and Cecilia, after we.
Mm.
Mm. Oh, I have a lot of questions.
He's frozen.
Right.
Well,
You're frozen, brother. If you can see us, you're frozen.
Finish the program.
mm.
It's about trying our best to be of service to marriage.
I
All
have
the
I have a
brothers.
question for you.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell us like who's gonna be on your guest list this year? Okay, can you give us some of the speakers that might be on there as well?
Yeah, of course, brother. We're gonna have Allah willing. We're still waiting to talk with our brother minister Ishmael Muhammad, but I have no doubt he's always been supportive of our efforts. And of course, all of the regional ministers of Minister Louis Farrakhan are invited to come and to talk with us in the circle of our marriage leadership. The married people have a very strong command in all of the mosques. We should galvanize them to help us to be successful with the policies of our nation.
Praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. And dealing with this I mean, it's just a great event after
Yes, thank
families have been going through this holy month of Ramadan and fasting together. What way to end it than planning to take your wife or take your husband to this retreat?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing, brother. It's a
Uh,
beautiful thing. Just go ahead, please. I'm
oh,
sorry.
and it's in August.
Yes, August the 24th through the 27th. That's when we generally plan it. I know it's going to be hot down in Phoenix, Arizona at that time of the year, but we're going to be in a cool, air conditioned building, and we look forward to having the company of the brothers and sisters who come to the marriage retreat. We're also going to do a hybrid version. Online version is going to be incorporated as we have done last year and this year. Every year we are starting to do an online portion of what we're doing. And so the marriage retreat will be online for people who can't be there with us in person, which a lot of people want to be. We have a lot of people coming already. We thank Allah for that. But if you cannot make it, you might be pregnant, you might not want to travel at all, then certainly you can come to our online version of it. That is available for you to do as well. And again, go to my website at www.themarriagekeepers.com, and you will see everything that we're trying to do for the married people.
Let's talk about the registration and cutoff dates or registrations.
Yes, we have a cutoff date of July the 1st. For the people who want to come to the event, it's just $200 registration fee. And for people who want to do an online portion of the program, it's just $100 for them to enjoy all 4 days of the event. That is available for you as well.
Thank you.
But it's nothing like the online portion. It's nothing like the in-person portion
Right.
of the event.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, Ahmed, we won't get a chance to. We have no vested interest in the marriage retreat,
Right.
You have interest.
but we do have interest in the single social.
But
You interested.
just one more question with that. So if how could someone just donate to your services that you're providing to our nation and our
Yes,
people in marriage
if
care
if
retreat?
if they would like to donate, we would welcome any donation. They can donate very simply by going to Cash App and donating to money sign Brother Marcus. That's as simple as that. Money sign Brother Marcus. That's Cash App. Zelle is simply 770-756-8856. That's the Zelle 770-256-8856, or they can do a PayPal by going to PayPal and typing in my email address of marcusgerard34@gmail.com. Then you can at yahoo.com. At yahoo.com, that's how you get a donation to us on that platform. So thank you again, brother, for doing that. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Gerard, you gotta
and
Dashes and
if
commas in that thing.
spell your last name for the guest.
Yeah, G-I-R. This is my slave name.
Okay.
I just want to make sure everybody know I'm Muhammad.
Okay.
But
Yes, sir.
for the purposes of that wicked program, is the PayPal is Marcus Gerard, Girard 34 at yahoo.com. Marcus Gerard at 34 at yahoo.com. And you can make your donation there.
thank you, brother, because Jock Brothers, we sponsored two of the couples for online last year, and we're
Yeah,
big supporters of everything you do. So we
thank you, brother. We love you for that.
we almost bought your whole book stand out during Savings Day.
Yeah, we didn't want to be like that. We wanted other people to get a book too. So
Yeah.
Brother Marcus, what is the process that you and your wife use to putting these events together? Does it change every year? Like, do you study last year? You know what I mean? What is the process?
Brother, I'm so happy you asked that question because the people say who come to the events, we don't know how we're doing.
Mm-mm.
well, they get some single talk in, brother.
Carly, I wanted to get that out the way first before.
We got to like 20 minutes.
There I go.
Hold your
All right, you gotta
horses,
come
bro.
again, Brother Marcus.
Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Bro.
It was a conspiracy over here. They cut you out, Brother Marcus. Can you
That's all right.
go
All
through
right.
the process again, please?
Yeah, the process was very simply. They told us that last year was the very best presentation that we had in all of our time of doing it. And I was so shocked that they would tell me that, but they have been coming a long, long time. We got people who come to the retreat every single year.
That's good.
They come every year, and for them to tell us that shows that we are growing to understand better than we have in the past. And I just thank Allah that we especially in the years to come, and this year is going to be a great year for you to come, because we're going to grade our marriage. Have you ever been in a session where they're actually grading your marriage? Your wife is grading you as a husband on how you're doing in the caring for the family, in communication. How are you communicating this year? How was your level of intimacy with her this year? And then how was your listening skills this year with her? And you are doing the same to her. You're grading her. And it's a wonderful process, because people who come every year, they're very interested in the grade that they would get from their wife. From August last year to August this year, did I improve any?
Yes, sir.
Or did I go up? Did I go down? And that's how, when their grade is given, you get to talk and have dialogue with them according to what they gave you and what you gave her. And it's a wonderful process. And we don't allow no fighting going on in our sessions, brother.
Oh, man.
We'll have no sessions where people where husbands and popping wives and wives and popped husbands.
Oh,
We don't have no violence of any kind, no guns, no slapping. It's not that kind of set. It's dialogue. It's necessary dialogue for you to improve your marriage. That is the goal at the end of the day, for you to improve what you have with her, what she has with you. That is the goal of this marriage retreat.
Why Phoenix? Why did you pick Phoenix? Was it a certain reason?
We had a time in Phoenix with our brother minister and the believers there. We went there for just a marriage retreat. We wasn't a marriage retreat. It was a marriage improvement seminar and a singles success weekend. We had that all in one weekend, and it was beautiful. And I just want you to know, brother, that when we thought about that city, we had to come back, because they had a fish sandwich, brother, that was so big. No, I'm telling y'all the truth. After we finished all that we were doing, they took us to the restaurant there, and they brought us a fish sandwich. They called it the big one. And it was like, me and Cecilia had to hold it together, and we had to hold the fish sandwich together. It was so much fish in that one sandwich. It was beautiful, and it was delicious. Oh my God, it was so yummy. I'm just telling you, brother. It was what we wanted, and we thank God for that. Huh?
Can the single brothers go?
Oh, to the singles, to the marriage thing?
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Because we don't want you to feel bad that you ain't got a wife.
I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that fish sandwich.
Well, but I can tell you it was delicious.
Oh, man.
And that's all I can tell you. Did I tell you it was delicious, brother? It
Yeah.
was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Yes, sir.
It
Yes,
was
sir.
wonderful. I'm just having flashbacks just thinking about that day.
Yeah. You're getting me hungry right now. So don't give up on your marriage.
Don't give up.
Brothers inviting you to the marriage retreat.
You
Go
can
ahead.
work through anything.
Right.
You
Praise
can
be to
work
God.
through it. And that's the thing that we are finding out. We
Okay.
give up too fast on our marriages. We give up too fast. And you know, when you get down to it, a lot of the calls that we've got, because we do a great deal of counseling throughout the country, a lot of people last year, this year, have called us about adultery. Adultery has entered into our houses, and we are able to have some good dialogue about reconciling the differences between the man and the woman. Sometimes it's the woman that's guilty of that offense, and we are able to talk the husband down from killing her, killing the family.
That's
We
good.
are able to do that because you have to have dialogue. It's not just preaching going to save us. We got to have some good dialogue and asking some pertinent questions. That makes all the difference in the world to a couple that's suffering out here in 2003 wondering how they're going to make it. It's a lot of good questions.
Yes, sir.
2023, sir. I don't
Yeah.
I need to straight wire you right quick, bro.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I must have said the wrong day. Excuse me, brother.
You want the present time, brother.
Right.
Yes, sir. I'm in present time. I'm in present
Okay,
time.
yes, sir. Yes,
In-
sir.
in-
Okay.
In order to keep the marriage retreats going, we got to get some people married, right?
Absolutely, but there's some progress. People are making progress. We
Okay.
have to encourage them along, though. And the singles thing that we're getting ready to do down in Miami is I want to know. The theme is I love this theme. I want to know what love is. You know, you've seen the same thing I've seen on Facebook. People are dying. And we want to know what love is before we die. We want to try to find the path to unity with another woman, with another man. That's what we have to do. And I can tell you that sometimes, you know, love is a very difficult thing to attain with another human being. And I can tell you that by Allah's grace, you know, me and my wife are finding it, and we thank Allah for that. But we now know how to help you to find what we have found, and that is love. And I can tell you that at the single social weekend, we have a lot of sisters coming, a lot of brothers coming, but we need more brothers to come.
Mm.
Definitely, I don't know why you sitting at
Man.
home talking about I ain't coming to no singles. I ain't got the
Man.
money. You got money for everything else you
Come on,
want
please.
to do. What you want to do, you find the money for.
That's right.
But now we got a single social weekend coming up. That's for you.
That's
It
right.
ain't for me. I'm already married. I'm already in heaven.
It ain't for me either, brother Mark.
It ain't for you, Jackie. It ain't for
I'm
you.
just waiting for your grade, brother Jackie.
I'm waiting on y'all grade. That's why I want to hear this single grade.
Hey, look, I can tell you, Minister Patrick Muhammad is going to teach the Kuba, and he's going to start us off, and that's his topic. I want to know what love is, and it's going to be dynamic. And then me and Cecilia is going to work with the single people from 3 o'clock until about 7 o'clock. Then we going to dinner, and I'm telling you, it's going to be so powerful because we're not trying to control nobody. We're trying to just be there to provide a presence for you so that you don't get crazy.
So
Right.
let me ask you
Now,
this. Oh, go
This
ahead, go
single
ahead.
social is Miami, Florida. It's at the
Miami,
end of this month.
the beautiful city of Miami, Florida.
So let's talk about the registration and how much time we have.
Yes, you have exactly. Well, we got the deadline extended for the rooms that we have, and you can go on the website to find out about the rooms that we have. The registration is only $75. That's we should have raised it. We should have raised it to 100, but we didn't. We just kept
Yeah,
it
how
at
you do
75.
married couples like that, man? And
I
it's so
know, I know,
money.
I
$75.
got
Y'all
married.
got money.
But
I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
I did not. I didn't think about the fact that there would be so many single people coming. And again,
I like your language.
any brothers, any brothers that come. Oh my
That's
God! I
150.
mean, to
You gotta
think
charge
of
them 150. Brothers
the
always pay more.
I know for real. The most beautiful part of that is the single sisters. They are so beautiful. They are so wonderful. And I can tell you, as a single man, no single brother should come to this retreat or this activity weekend, and they should come away still single. They should all have somebody in courtship, because they're coming from all over the country, and they're coming. We made sure we put on the form. Don't come unless you want to get into a courtship. If you want to get into a courtship, that's the person that should be there. So if you
That's
come,
right.
you looking for a courtship. That's what we're saying to you, brother Ahmed and brother Kwawi. We're saying that you want to be in a courtship with a sister. And there are so many of them. I meet them, brother, every single day. I meet single people out here.
I got a
And
question. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yes, sir, brother Kwawi, you asking how much is it going to cost you?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, okay.
Can you give us some of the events that you're going to have there for the singles, and what was the thinking behind the particular events that you selected?
Well, I can tell you that we have a number of things that we're still working on with the planning of the event. We're working on a boat ride, uh, a wonderful boat ride. We're working on course trips to the mall, and we're working on dialoguing about the single condition. It's a real condition that singles are in all over the nation right now. And so, yeah, yes, we certainly going to talk to that condition. And hopefully, by the end of the retreat, you will find when we have our questions and answers, after that's over, the questions and answers, right then and there, you can ask for that sister, that brother, without no delay. This is who I want to be with. This is who I would like to get with. The brother tells the captain tells the sister, or whatever he does the process, and then the sister captain will. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful process, and it's all done by the book, and it's all done for people who are wanting to be in courtship. Courtship does not mean marriage. Just because you get into a courtship, it don't mean that I got to marry this sister, I got to marry this brother. It just means that you are in courtship. And courtship, Minister Farrakhan has already told us before, several years ago, courtship means that you're taking him to court, taking her to court, because you have a lot to lose, brother, just as well as she does. A lot of people never tell you that, but I'm going to tell you that you got a lot to lose, brother, and you got a lot to lose, sister, if you don't choose right. We're talking about right courtships, right. We got a book that we just produced on called Red Flags. The red flags right there. You holding there, brother. Red flags and caution flags for you to ask as you seek to be married. Because you need to know that everything that shine in our nation is not gold. Every brother wearing a bow tie is not he's not a fraud. He's not a king under there. You got a lot of stuff, a lot of sisters in their headpiece. They look so pretty. You better know. You better ask the right questions before you get married. Before you get married. Let me say it again. Before you get married. Before You better talk about them children. She got 10 children. You better ask about each one of those children.
Well, can I ask you a question? You can
Yes,
ask
sir.
all
Come
these
on,
questions, right? You can
Boy,
ask all
come
these
on,
questions,
brother.
but how do
Come
you
on,
get
brother.
how do you get past that representative?
Oh, wow, brother. You asking the secrets of courtship now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll leave that alone.
That's in my next book is the secrets of courtship. You know what you got to know because every person does have a representative. That's not them. It's their representative, and you meet that first. But you got to get past the representative to the real them. You won't know each other until you actually spend some time with that person. To listening to their language, their their level of civilization. You have to be able to know that there are certain things you can fake and certain things you cannot fake. You have to know that. That's why you got to be a good and a skilled questioner. The more questions you ask, the better things will be for you in the long run. If
Okay.
you ask questions, yes, sir.
We got that same question again, brother Michael. He says, "What type of social events would be there for the singer?" Brother Mike, he said he's still working it out, but do you have anything in mind as of right now that you know for sure?
is it a way that um those who are watching or anyone can send you suggestions? Is it a way to
Yes,
send you suggestions through your website or whatever?
yes, of course they can. They come right to the website and send all the suggestions to me. I'll be very happy to entertain all of your suggestions. But now, if you ain't coming, ah,
Yeah, that's for those who coming.
who
Right?
coming?
Yeah, you gotta be buying. Don't come to the store unless you buy.
Yeah, well, what the Chinese people say. They say, how much you buy or what you buying?
You pay.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we thank you. We thank you for all your hard work, Brother Marcus, and all of these events that you constantly work on and give to us. Um, could you give us a little more about the singles event and what we can do to help this be successful?
Well, y'all can sponsor two people if y'all want to, or
Oh,
three. I'm not sure if y'all would want to sponsor three people or not. Because there may be some single people out there who say, "Well, I would come, but I ain't got the $75 registration."
Mm,
Okay, well, brother Ahmad got you, brother Jackie got you, brother Kwawi got you. I don't know if that's what you can do or not, but I can tell you this. The singles retreat is in response to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It's not a retreat, it's more of an activities weekend.
mm,
And it is for activities.
right.
We are not going to be preached to the entire time that we're there. You're going to actually meet the people that are coming to this event, and you're going to have time out in the streets with them, talking with them, having dialogue with them to see what kind of mind they have, what they are working with, their mental faculties.
Mm,
That's what I'm interested in. I want you to see what you're getting. We have certain sisters who may not be into brothers like that. We have certain brothers that may not be into sisters like that. But until we get together and see what we're working with, we're going to constantly be at odds. We're going to constantly have this war going on. And so that is the idea of the single social weekend, that
now,
we can have some dialogue. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
now, Brother Marcus, what I love about you is you don't like you come from Atlanta, but you represent uh, a bigger picture. So if I was to go into courtship, or a sister was to go into courtship, you still would kind of hold our hand and counsel us, so our information wouldn't get out to the cities that we're in. I mean,
Well, you have to tell the people that you are in courtship.
no, I'm talking
You
about just counseling through the courtship.
Yeah, well, with the counseling, of course, we do counseling. We've counseled a lot of people who got married through us, and in fact, we did the wedding. Just recently, we did a brother's wedding and the sister's wedding, and they are doing wonderful. We thank Allah for that. Brother's very strong, and sister's strong too. See, and sisters, I want you all to understand that when you're talking about marriage, what pictures in your mind about marriage? If you're looking for what your father had with your mother, you can cancel that picture right now.
Mm.
These sisters are they're not your father's Oldsmobile. This is a different generation. They sassy. Oh my God. The young sisters are determined
Yeah.
that you
Determined.
not gonna rule them. And if you come like you're gonna rule somebody, oh, you're gonna have a problem with the single sisters. I'm gonna
Mm.
tell you that now. So you gotta be wise, and you got to know how to rope them into your stable. You
Mm.
have to know how to do that, and you have to be careful with your words. You can't be speaking all foul and thinking that they not listening. They listen to everything you say as a man, and the brother's listening too. The brother is listening. He's computing you as a woman in terms of your level of civilization. Most brothers are listening for that. And I'm telling you, you have to be mature to enter into courtship, to enter into marriage with a man and with a woman. This is not the same way that it was when your father and mother was getting married in the 70s. This
Mm.
is not that way. You got to know that this is a different time, this different energy. You got to be a different kind of man, a different kind of woman to be able to be successful in marriage and in courtship.
Praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. And just wanted to let those watching that you have a wife and you and your wife work together in these counseling sessions.
Yes, that's true.
And
It's very
how many
important.
years
But
how many years
go ahead.
married?
I've been married now by Allah's grace. I've been in the process, as Minister Farrakhan told us to say, for 30 years.
Praise be to Allah.
And I can remember my first 10 years, the second 10 years, the third 10 years. And oh, I was such a fool in the first 10 years of my marriage. Oh my God. I was a controlling jackass.
Mm.
I was a controlling jackass. I will tell you that with no doubt in my mind in me saying that. And I
Mm.
thank Allah for my wife's patience. She was so patient with me. She was so loving to me. Although maybe I didn't deserve that love, she still extended me that love and allowed me to grow into the kind of man that I'm becoming. And the kind of man I'm becoming is so different from the man that I started off being. Do you understand that? I'm not that man no more at all. But I'm becoming a different man, a more mature man, a more loving man, a more patient man. I've been patient with her too.
Mm.
I've been patient with her too. Don't think that the patience is just you as a woman being patient with the man. The man got to be patient with you. You got faults too, sister.
Right.
Yes, you do. You got faults. Yes, you do.
Don't say that, brother. Everybody hearing you.
Ah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now because of Ramadan and the believers breaking their fast, we have to end the show a little early
yes, sir,
than
brother.
we
Yes, sir.
normally do. So at this time, we wanted you to give us your final words and any other promotions, anything you wanted to say about these events.
Well, brother, I can tell you that I'm in love with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan,
Right.
but he is not the only one that I love. I love the believers in the nation of Islam. I love our people very deeply, very passionately. And the work that I'm doing is, of course, to help Minister Farrakhan. But I can tell you, there are people who need our help outside of our borders in the nation of Islam. Our people in these churches need our help, especially around marriage and male-female relationships. That is what I'm striving to do. We have wonderful events coming up for you. All you have to do is go to my website. It's www.themarriagekeepers.com. Again, that's www.themarriagekeepers with an S, keepers.com, and then you will find all the information about our single social weekend we got coming up in April in Miami, Florida, April the 28th through April the 30th. Then we have the wonderful marriage retreat, the 13th annual marriage retreat is coming up on August the 24th through the 27th inside of Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to do it at the mosque. It's going to be a wonderful occasion. I spoke with our minister there, and they're just planning a wonderful time for all of us. If we come, we're going to enjoy ourselves tremendously. And the best part about it is the fellowship after we finish with the technical stuff. The fellowship of the believers together, eating together, going out together, the laughter, the great times that we are going to have. Will you be there this year? You've been promising me several years. I'm coming to that next marriage retreat, Brother Marcus.
Mm.
All right, well, it's time for another one, sister. Will you make it this year?
Right.
Brother, will you make it this year to the marriage retreat? It's to help your marriage. It's to help. Every year I'm helped by the content of the marriage retreat, especially when our brother minister Malik Saeed Muhammad, he does this communication portion of our retreat is so powerful when he talks about uh, communicating better with each other. And that's some of the main problems we're having in communication, in relationship. It's the communication portion. So please take advantage of it. We have a brothers only circle, a husbands only circle, a wives only circle. It's phenomenal. That is something, that is what some of the people, they come for that portion. That portion is enough for them right there. People got a lot of stress, a lot of stuff, a lot of buildup that they've been putting up with. They don't know what to do. There's advice, there's counsel that we can offer you for what you're dealing with in your marriage. Why don't you try to come this year and try to see if your marriage can be better than what it is right now? I promise you, we're going to do our very best to serve you. We love you. We thank Allah for you. We thank Allah for our minister. We thank Allah for the believers throughout the country who are supporting what we do. May Allah bless you. Thank you again. Assalamu alaikum.
Wait, so thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Brother Jackie,
Yes, sir. Yes,
closing
sir.
remarks.
Sir.
Closing remarks.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jock Nation. Look, we have no excuse. All of us have no excuse. We got to either hit Phoenix or we going to Miami. we either going to Phoenix or we going to Miami. But this is good, Jock Nation. We are striving hard to build a family unit. The family unit is the cornerstone of the nation.
Absolutely.
So we want to build a good nation. We build family. We start with families, and so this is a great tool that we can help ourselves, and we can repair our neighborhoods. We can repair our community. You know, we can, because the black man was just, you know, the enemy pushed the black man out of the homes. He used skillful tactics to push him out the home. And so our brother and his wife is striving to pull us back in the home. So definitely we want to support this initiative. We want to go to this website, the Marriage Keepers, and we want to support this initiative. Even if you're not going, figure out a way to support it. Go on the website, pass the information out, put it in your social media so we can build strong families. So thank you, Brother Marcus. Thank you, Sister Cecilia, for your sacrifice, for your steadfastness in building the family unit.
Thank you, sir. May
Yes,
Allah
sir.
bless you, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
I received that, sir. Yes, sir.
Brother Carwy.
Yes, sir. Well said, Brother Jackie. Everything he said, everything Brother Jackie just said, I second that emotion. Also, I think it was perfect timing for you to do this single retreat, single social on through the 30th. I mean, Ramadan is a beautiful time, right? You get you get your spirituals right, you get the word in you. It also a couple of time for brothers to get in shape a little bit, even
Yes.
get in shape. So
Yes.
you might go to Miami after Ramadan looking the best you may look all year. And you may strike gold. So I mean, perfect timing on the dates. And so, brothers, take advantage of that. Whether you're a thick brother Slim, it's a time to get your spiritual right, so that you can do what Brother Marcus said. When you talk to sisters, you can talk like a civilized man on an elevated mindset and look good doing it. So,
all right, come on now.
Thank you, Brother Marcus, for taking charge of this particular post that the nation needed. And I look forward to being there.
Thank you, brother. May Allah bless you to get there safely.
Safely, bro.
Safely.
All
So
right.
we'd like to thank you and your wife, Brother Marcus, for all the work that you're doing in this process of marriage and courtship. Anyone who's viewing, like Brother Jackie and Carl, we mentioned earlier that you can go to his website and you see the flyers. If you can just do a little bit, just post it for the marriage retreat, just send it to a friend. Just put it on your page. You don't know who you can help. You don't know what blessings can come out of it. They also offer a financial piece where you can help support it financially. This is something that they strive to do every year. So we want that kind of outlet for our single believers and our married couples, that they can dialogue and get counseling and have a good time. Some brothers and sisters go away on cruises and different vacations, but like the brother said, they said it was like Savior's Day. Do you know what the happiness is when we had Savior's Day? Could you imagine that, bringing your family there and you're amongst believers and we're all having a good time and we're learning tools to help repair and even help others, even though we feel we may not need help. So please support Jock Brothers. We're bringing all this information to you live and ready. Please support us so we can help support brothers like Brother Marcus and his wife, Sister Cecilia. Thank you all for tuning on. You all have a blessed Ramadan. You all have a blessed holy month. And let's work towards supporting each other. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.